We're here. Over there.
Our spaceship.
It's huge. I suppose that the moon is the only place one could hide it. It'll be all right.
Huh?
The way you feel in this moment, I went through it too, on Moon Prayer Night. The door was right in front of me, but I struggled to find the courage to step through. Solitude for me once meant living a life in which even I was absent. Before I met you, that was the only life I knew. But that night, solitude meant throwing away the life I had gained after meeting all of you.
Columbina.
Go. Retrieve the part of your life that was once lost. Trust me, you will lose nothing by doing so. Look, Tavad is right there. All of our friends are down there, waiting for us.
You're right. Thanks, Columbina.
Finished?
Yeah. Why did you take your eye mask off?
Well, since my return, I've decided to take more opportunities to see the world with my own eyes. Besides, I've always wondered how Teyvat looks from the moon.
And what do you think?
It's beautiful. I could spend a whole day here just gazing at it. What about you? What do you think of the truth you found? I haven't looked at another person's expression in a long time, but I think yours is saying it was neither good nor bad.
Keep this up, and it won't be long before you give Nephra a run for her money.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm much more used to sensing what's going on around me with Kuvaki. I think I'll save my eyes for seeing special moments I really want to remember.
I read the spaceship's flight logs. I always assumed that this was my first time in Teyvat. I thought that Lumine and I must have been hibernating in space for centuries on end. But the logs show that our spaceship flew over the skies of Teyvat once before. A long, long time ago.
Flew over? So you didn't land?
No, the ship barely came to a stop before flying on again. After that, it continued traveling through space for a long time. Some of the data is corrupted, but I suspect that it kept flying for thousands of years. It was only after that that the ship made a forced landing in Nodcry. When Lumine found me, she came from outside the ship. Could this mean that she left the ship long before I did? Maybe even during our first pass over Teyvat.
Are you alright?
Yes, I can feel that the truth is coming together, one small piece at a time. I remember Lumine telling me that when she first arrived in Conria, she could not recall the past. So this might be something that even she doesn't know.
Here, I made some space for you. Your mind must be racing, and this seems like the perfect place to relax and clear your head.
Oh, wait, there's one more thing.
What is it?
Wait here a moment. Hey, Columbina.
Is that a new outfit?
An old one, technically. It's been in a cabinet inside the ship this whole time. It's a matching pair with Lumine's. She always liked this set more.
Huh. I don't think there's a huge difference.
Really?
Yes, it's still the same you. You're the same person, no matter what clothes you wear.
Only Columbina would make an observation like that.
Traveler, do you consider Teyvat your home?
Home is wherever Lumine is. But then after all the time I've spent here, and everything I've been through, yes, I'd say it's my home.
Would you change your answer if Teyvat changed appearance? I mean, if the truth about Teyvat turned out to be different than what you thought.
I don't know, but I don't think so. The truth is not what matters most to me about Teyvat.
When I was first born, I longed for a home. And when you get something before you're mature enough to understand the world, you just take it at face value. I thought that a home was a transaction. You give me what I want, and I'll do the same for you. But you and your friends taught me what a true home should look like. You never asked for anything, yet you gave so generously to me.
That's because your friendship matters to us. It was worth it.
In the past, I thought that my birth in Nodcry must have been a mistake. But after journeying to the distant past where the story began, I realized that it was I who chose Nodcry to be my future home. Now, I am glad that I made that choice.
I'm sure your friends are just as glad.
In fact, I intend to make the same choice today as I did back then.
What do you mean?
Well, I've given the Eternal Moon's Marrow to Lauma, and the Iridescent Moon's Marrow to Arlecchino. And now, I shall return my Kuvagi to Nodcry again, that it may continue to protect my chosen home.
Wait, but what about your body?
Oh, are you worried that I'll disappear again? I won't. Not this time. The Frost Moon has now entered the fall sky, and I am the Trilune Goddess. I am only returning to Nodcry the part of me that it needs. I am giving what I can, because my home is worth it. I am only returning to Nodcry the part of me that it needs. I am giving what I can, because my home is worth it. Oh, and I have something for you, too.
For me?
Yes. Come closer.
What was that?
I lifted some of the restrictions this world placed on you. I trust this will help in your future adventures.
My power. It feels like it's grown. I can use the elements more freely now. Thank you. This will be a great help.
You're welcome. I see you as family, and after everything you've done for me, In fact, no. It's not because I owe you. It's because you're worth it. Here, this flower is for you.
Isn't this a moon prayer blossom?
Yes. Don't worry. You will never see these flowers lose their color again. I'm finally discovering the joy of giving. How I wish I'd learned this sooner.
Hey, better late than never. What are you thinking about now?
Why don't you take a guess? You get one shot.
I don't think I'll get it in one guess. But I'm sure it's a happy thought.
That's kind of a sneaky answer. I can't say you got it wrong. down into that. The moon seems so far away. I felt it might always lie beyond my reach. But on the moon, everything feels so close by. The haze that once enshrouded the skies has finally been dispersed. I feel like a traveler on a winter's night, starting a new chapter in my tale by the warmth of a bonfire. I don't have a lot of luggage, but I do have a lot of hope for the future.
Well, what's next?
Next? To start with, I want to stay here just a little longer. After that, let's return home and continue our journey.
These clothes bring back so many memories.
The journey goes on, for you and for me. Like I said, this is not the end. I don't believe there has to be an ending. Oh, is that your next destination? Most people would probably tell you to pack some warm clothes. But I experience things differently than most people, so I can't know how cold it is. In fact, it is home to quite a wondrous heat source. I think they call it Kreshnik's torch. Every city in Snezhnaya is built around one of those. I sensed the energy it gave off as I was passing by on a railway train. It felt grand and distant. I also recommend the Korolievsky troupe in Snezhnograd. They give performances quite regularly, and entry was free for harbingers. I liked them a lot. Ice cold and sharp. Crystal clear in some ways, yet profoundly unfathomable in others. Like the thick layer of ice on top of a frozen lake. That's just the impression that Tsaritsa gives me. I was never able to glimpse what truly lies beneath that icy exterior. In fact, I don't think the people of Snezhnaya even know what kind of power their god wields. Maybe that's because the Tsaritsa herself has never acknowledged, nor accepted that power. Most people would probably tell you. In fact, it is home to quite a wondrous heat source. I sensed the energy it gave off. I also recommend the Korolievsky troupe in Snezhnograd. They give performances quite regularly, and entry was free. There's Regrator, the Rooster, and the Jester. Between them, they control a lot of what happens in Snezhnaya. But I can never wrap my head around how exactly power is split between them. I just know they are each responsible for many specific domains. I noticed that the Rooster and Regrator often appear to get along on the surface, while working against each other in secret. And theirs is not a friendly rivalry. But I wasn't particularly interested, so I tended to keep my distance. Now that I think about it, the term Mistelton often seemed to come up in connection with Project Stuja. Once things settle down in Notcry, I'd like to explore the world beyond Snezhnaya. You've told me so many stories about the other places you've been to, and all the friends you've made there. I'm curious to visit those nations and see them for myself. It would also help me learn more about the journey that has made you into the person you are today. Okay. As you continue on your journey, don't forget to gaze up at the moon once in a while. It is, after all, no longer an illusion. It shall cast down its true moonlight, connecting us in truth. The journey goes on. For you, like I said, this is not the end. Okay, it shall cast down its...
To Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. Ugh, this preamble is such a pain to write. It's probably high time we got rid of this acting business. I trust that Dern has updated you all on recent events. Hope we didn't worry you too much. The good news is, we managed to come together and put a stop to the Doctor's evil schemes. With that, I think it's safe to say that Notcry is finally out of the woods. As for the Fatui, not counting the Damselette, aka the Moon Goddess, who has left their organization, we found ourselves allied in this instance with both the Knave and Marionette. May she rest in peace. As ever, we find ourselves better off for making friends rather than enemies. But until we can ascertain the Tsaritsa's true intentions, the future remains uncertain. In a short while... Wait... How am I meant to surprise everyone if I tell them in a letter that I'm heading home? Well, that would be a huge waste.
When the winds of freedom blow too strong, we're in for a storm. When the winds of freedom blow too strong, we're in for a storm.
Okay, got it. I will begin sending the expeditionary team back home in waves. I'm sure they'll be able to answer any questions you still have. I hope they won't gloss over the details of my many heroic deeds, but if they do, I'm sure it'll be because they're just too exhausted from the long journey. I think of Mondstadt daily. Please give everyone my best regards. P.S. The honorary knight went above and beyond this time. Are there any other honors we can give him? I'll leave it with you. P.P.S. Please be extra nice to Klee for the foreseeable future. I cashed in on the last favor that the Hexen Circle owed us, so we need to earn some more goodwill. If there's any serious problems, feel free to stick me in solitary confinement when I get back. I'll do the time for her. Whew. And that, as they say, is all she wrote. End of an era. And with the moon shining down brighter than ever, I think everyone is going to sleep well tonight.
When the winds of freedom blow too strong, we're in for a storm.
A little to the left. A little to the right. Yes. Well done. A little to the left. A little to the right. Yes. Well done.
The atmosphere is a little unusual today. Are you decorating this flower field, Columbina?
That wasn't me. It was them.
You mean the Kuhenki?
Yes. These stones emit a faint light upon absorbing Kuvaki. The Kuhenki are quite fond of them.
So they just put them on the ground and play with them?
Not exactly. Come over here and look.
Huh? Ooh, it forms a picture when you look at it from above.
That's right. I need to go collect some more.
Oh, so you're heading out?
Yes, I know just the place. It's graced by the moon, so these kinds of stones are abundant. Sure.
All right, then let's get collecting. We want to see what the finished picture looks like, too. should be enough, right? Feels like we grabbed a whole bunch. Come on, let's head back. Can't leave that artwork incomplete forever, right? Ah! Quick, hide! Someone's here!
Where am I? Mommy! I want to go home!
Oh, looks like she's one of the Frost Moon Scions. Is she lost?
You will?
Yeah, of course. She sure looks like she needs it.
The Frost Moon Scions are deeply wary of outsiders, correct? You have no antlers. The hour is late. What if you scare her off instead?
Okay, that could happen, but we can't just do nothing.
Come with me then.
Huh?
Huh? What's this? It's so pretty. That should do it.
And off she goes. That trail of stone should lead her back to the Frost Moon Enclave. Wait, what about the painting?
It's all right. We can finish it some other time. I like watching people find their way back home, to the place where they belong. wonder...
Can't help feeling like the sword's not heavy enough. Feels too light when I swing it. Guess Nodcry's forging styles just aren't to my taste. When I get back to Mondstadt, I'll have Wagner add some weight to this. Noelle! Ha ha ha! Yeah, that checks out. She's not used to ordinary weapons either. I even thought I'd try to find some special ore here in Nodcry. Bring a one-of-a-kind sword back as a gift. Though, I've spent ages looking and can't find the right stuff anywhere. Looks like I'm heading back empty-handed this time. Anyway, I've heard that Noelle's learning Jean's Gale Blade. That lines up nicely. I'll teach her a trick or two when I head back. If only Noelle could wield dual swords like I do, that'd be perfect. Then I could show her how you can create a gale with just your blade. She's still got a ways to go before she becomes a full-fledged knight, but for now, we could at least think up a proper knightly title for her. Outrider! Lionfang Knight. What other knights are we missing?
All the standing...
Running late again.
I'm tired already.
Incoming!
Is no one here? Well, hello. This is certainly a most joyful encounter. Well, hello. This is certainly a most joyful encounter. Seeing you lifts my spirits after a somewhat disheartening trip. I wouldn't say anything's the matter, merely that I am dealing with some unexpected circumstances. I recently learned of a collector in Noshatown who, due to financial concerns, has been obliged to offer a pair of ancient coins for sale. I'm told she's a little eccentric and doesn't reply to letters, so I came out here myself to see if I could arrange a deal. I needed to come to town anyway to pick up some supplies, so I thought I'd pay her a visit on the way. Unfortunately, she doesn't appear to be home. More's the pity. It's just a little hobby of mine. Everyone has something that tickles their fancy, am I right? For me, it's old coins and gemstones. Time is the best filter. Anything that can make it through the sieve of time is almost guaranteed to be of good quality. The style, pattern, and condition of a coin convey a lot of information. They can tell you, for instance, how many moons it has seen before finding its way into my hands. Think about it. A coin may have passed through 10,000 people's hands, brought them happiness or sorrow, and witnessed a multitude of moments in their lives. The weight of time it contains is far heavier than its appearance would suggest. It is a witness to the past and something that has value in the present day, which makes it more than worth collecting. These coins have been stuck in my mind these last few days. What do they look like? What stories can they tell? If I can't meet this collector, I fear all desire to return home shall desert me. Look at me, rambling on about coins without a thought for the friend standing by my side. Let me think of a more interesting topic to make up for boring you just now. Ah, yes. Recently, I purchased a beautiful azure gemstone from a Fontanian merchant. It had long slumbered at the bottom of the ocean until being recovered just some days ago. I was told it was once embedded in the sword of a champion duelist at the court of Fontaine, while another story claims it was a pirate crew's prized treasure. That's exactly what I thought. Whenever a merchant starts waxing lyrical and weaving tales, it's usually a sign that they don't have faith in their wares. Fortunately, I'm very good at appraising a gemstone's true worth, even if its owner hasn't the faintest idea what they're holding. Please, allow me to invite you to my residence once more. I have a feeling you'll appreciate the gem itself, and you may well find my valuation of it quite interesting too. I'll be waiting for you. This collector must be a busy person indeed. This
Running late again. Look out below! Little dearie, you gotta eat your breakfast, or you're never gonna grow up big and strong.
I know. There is still lacquerberry residue hanging from the corner of its mouth.
Huh? What?
Its recovery is progressing smoothly. In a few more days, we can ask Miss Lauma to send it back to its herd. I know. I am sure you know that it deserves to go back home instead of staying with us.
But...
Did the Lady Moonchanter from the Frost Moon Scions not say as much when she came to treat the deer? Its family might be worried about it. Once it has recovered, it would be best to send it home.
I know, but, you know, it obviously hasn't recovered yet. Does your leg still hurt? Do you want to go home?
I know. Didn't the Lady Moonchanter promise us that she would come and pick up the deer? When the time comes, let's ask her to listen to what the deer has to say again. I know. When the time comes, let's ask her to listen to what the deer has to say again. I know. Didn't the Lady Moonchanter promise us that she would come and pick up the deer? When the time comes, let's ask her to listen to what the deer has to say again.
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra. Ad Astra.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. The locals here are so warm and welcoming.
You're not going anywhere! You're my target! You're not going anywhere!
Last time this guy came over to the curatorium, he asked us to find him a secret shortcut between Nodcry and Snezhnaya.
I better get me some alpacas.
Yeah, right.
Once they
Like,
hauled
we'd
everything
ever
over to
shared that
Snezhnaya,
kind of intel
make
with
a little extra by
him.
selling their wool.
Last time this guy came over to the curatorium, he asked us to find him a secret shortcut between Nodcry and Snezhnaya.
Huh, yeah, right.
Ad Astra.
This land holds nothing but
Smash and grab!
A student from Snezhnaya, huh? I wonder what their schools are actually like. They must provide free meals, right? Oh, wait, does the academia provide free meals? I'll have to ask Boss Neff when I get back. A student from Snezhnaya, huh? I wonder what their schools are actually like. They must provide free meals, right? Oh, wait, does the academia provide free meals? I'll have to ask Boss Neff when I get back. Smash and grab! You're not going anywhere! You're my target!
A story about karma.
Running late again.
Better to just let the youngins choose.
You're not going anywhere! You're my target!
Use your head, kid.
Look more,
Smash and
think
grab.
less.
He must be here to buy supplies. I'm no good at handling people that uptight. Better get going while I still can. He must be here to buy supplies. I'm no good at handling people that uptight. Better get going while I still can.
Hey there. I was just trying
He
to do
must
my
be here to
duty as
buy
a lightkeeper.
supplies. I'm no good at handling people that uptight. Better get going while I still can.
You're my target!
Ad Astra.